Are you guys ready for a reveal? I'm excited. Let's look. Look at that stunner. Oh my gosh. Now the only thing is I can't really sit at it, so I'll have to kind of stand. But it has a lot of drawers that I thought, oh, I can take all my stuff out of the 2 things I have and fill it in one. Look at all this stuff, guys. This is like probably 10 years of having a makeup subscription. Oh, I'm gonna have a happy daughter. She's gonna be like, oh my gosh. But I'm sure some of it's open and old anyway. So we're gonna go through that and clean that up. And then I'm gonna organize that stuff and put my perfumes back and stuff like that. I don't really know what's supposed to go down there. Have y'all ever seen one of these things like actually used for its intended purpose? What goes on the bottom? Like anything I want? Anyways, okay, let's organize. All right, so I cleaned up my mantle lusters. I'm out of paper towels, so I did the best I could with the dang mirror at the moment. So what I'm doing is going in the drawers. Like, for example, my Bath & Body Works ones are too tall for these. So I'd have to lay them down in here for those type. But then I have other ones that are shorter ones that will fit just fine. And then I was seeing, like, for example, eyeshadow palettes. They fit nicely in here. So I can have them this way or have them go that way in there. So that's kind of what I was doing first to see what was going to work where. And I don't know where yet I want to put my perfume that I wear every day. Like up here on these things or down there. So that's kind of what my brain was working on at the moment. Seeing what can go where before I jump into that mess. Okay, so I was excited to show you guys some of my perfumes, but so I'm just taking out the different bottles. Those are my main ones that I usually wear. Well, no, I take it back because I love these. These are dupes for like really expensive companies by, I think it's called Dossier or something like that. And then Walmart has put some of those out. I love them. But, oh, and I do wear this one too. Let me tell you something. This Burberry, I don't know if it's probably Burberry brand. I smell it the entire day. Some of these they're nice and they last a while, but they do fade. Like at the end of the night when I go take a shower, I can smell that. This is Viktor and Rolf. This is the, what is this one? Something like the moon, no. Stone, I can't remember. This smells so good, and you can have it refilled at Ulta, but it's like $100 and something. So I love that one too, but I'm just trying to figure out where everything's gonna go. It's overwhelming. Don't tell Erin. We're in Walmart. Yay. Your perfume's about to fall out of your bag.
I have no more left. All the girls and all the guys
have taken your perfume.
Yes.
Stop offering it.
I'm not offering it. Like and subscribe so I can get more perfume, or I'll die hungry. The lady's going to tell our manager.
Look, $5. $5. That's Barbie.
We get caught, just say that you're recording something to send to your...
Yeah, I'm on the phone.
Yeah.
I see people FaceTiming all the time in here. $9. I saw a pair of pants for $2.
Oh my god, these are the freaking leggings I want.
Those are the leggings she wants, but they never have her size. She needs like an extra small, or here's a regular small. But it's
so cute. It might be still too big for me.
Yeah, you might need an extra small in those.
Jakaria got freaking great, but she bought him hers for like, I think she said like $40 or something.
40 $40. Oh my goodness. There was a, oh, this is what I saw. The Grinch set. Oh, I love that. I'd probably just wear that around my house, but I love that. Okay. This was the fun stuff, but we don't have anything in our cart. But that one's kind of cute. Oh, that's cute, that green one. I love that color green.
Oh my gosh, giving me Zachary.
Look at the red. That would look cute for Christmas for you.
Yeah, I like a pink Christmas.
But then me and her both will go look at the prices and be like, oh my God, let's go to the thrift store. Yeah. Especially the one by our house, right?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Okay. We gotta get boxes and we gotta get something for dinner. They have cute makeup, or not makeup, jewelry and stuff too.
I want a crown.
Oh, that's cute. I have a bunch of them at the house. That looks like a belt. Look, that's cute.
I'm gonna sing copyrighted music over the copyright.
Yeah, I'm gonna get me in trouble for that. That got me in trouble the other day, actually. No, I tried to use the app's music to cover up the store's music, and still got a copyright warning. So I had to undo it. Look at the Grinchy poo. All right, so I was in the middle of working on this. You guys saw I was filming and trying to clean up my big mess. I got a couple things emptied. I have a box or a bag that I was doing with garbage. But as you may have seen, we did have a bit of an emergency that we had to take care of. So here's what happened. Look who it is, my partner in crime. All right, well, so we were noticing that Squeakers, actually Bianca noticed, of all people, Bianca noticed that Squeakers was acting kind of odd. And so it made me pay attention. And I was telling Aaron yesterday morning, I'm like, I don't think he feels well, you know, and I know animals have their days like humans do. And then we thought maybe it was the same issue that Butters had before. So we were trying to help him out and we gave him some of Butters' medicine. You know, Butters ended up being like constipated and stuff, and it still didn't seem to really help the little guy. So Bianca was out there and she was doing her chore and she was like, well, actually at first she didn't say anything. I don't think she knew what the hell it was. And then he went out there and he's like, I think that's blood, right? He saw like a puddle of blood on the floor by the cat box. And it was safe to say that it was Squeakers because he wasn't feeling well. So, I'm getting a text message. So we had to, pause. Okay, that's one of the vets calling back. So, we had to call our vet. It was in the evening, and our vet, we were trying to explain what was going on, and they were like, well, you know, it sounds like this is going to be like quite the procedure. We're about to close. So if any of you guys have pets and you know about trying to have an emergency done, you know, because for humans, there's emergency hospitals, and for pets there are too, but in this tiny little town, we don't have that. So, so we called the vet and, you know, they said that's going to be quite the procedure. So they sent us to a emergency clinic that for animals that was open much later than them by like 4 hours, and it was an hour away. So we go in there, I don't know, wait like 30 minutes or so. They saw him and they were just doing like an exam, feeling around, and they said that his bladder was the size of a golf ball, and they said they think he probably has he has some kind of blockage, obviously. Okay, I'm gonna get an update. He's back with more updates, but first you need to know this part. So I told you they felt a block in him, and they went and were talking amongst themselves, and they come back, and the vet there said that she says, I can unblock him right now. I can go in there, but it's going to add like, you know, inflammation, and it's going to make it a little bit worse. And she goes, plus we can't keep him overnight. We close. We can't keep him. So she said, I'm literally sitting there listening to her, and she says, I can unblock him, but he would probably be blocked by the time that you got home, and you would have to come back to do this again or for euthanasia. So, and the way that they just tell you, like, I can do this or we can kill your animal, is so wrong.
Yeah.
It was so heartless. So she says, let me go and see if I can find some 24-hour animal hospitals. So she found, I guess she's a traveling veterinarian, so she wasn't really familiar with the area. So she found one that was in, it's kind of around Orlando, but it's like a little town outside of Orlando. What was it called? Castleberry?
Castleberry, yeah.
Castleberry. So we set up the thing to go over there, and she's like, you need to go. And Aaron said, will he make the drive over there? And she said, I don't know. So we get there. He did, luckily. I mean, he was in pain and he's crying the whole time. And we get there, and there was no rush to get us in. We stood there for a while. And then when they did let us in the room, we sat there forever, like you would at any doctor's, I guess. And so they came out with this paperwork. And did I say that we picked this one, or she picked that particular hospital because they gave her a quote, which was something that we thought, okay, that's a little more affordable, you know, for the circumstance. So that's why we drove another hour to go over towards the Orlando area. So we get in there, and she has all this paperwork for us, and the estimate is upwards of $4,000. And she was like, and that's give or take, you know, if they have to resuscitate him or anything like that. We had to sign the DNR papers if we wanted him revived or not. So that was not fun. And so we're sitting there talking, and we're like, well, how much do you need for the down payment? Because they said they could take a down payment, then they can start the procedure. And she says 75%. And he's like, that's like the whole damn bill.
That's not a down payment.
That's the whole dang bill. So she's sitting there telling us, you know, I think we did the math. She was trying to do it on her phone, and it was like $2,800 that they needed right then to even look at squeakers, to even go in and relieve the pain of squeakers. And I'm like, I don't have that. I'm like, I can give you $1,500. And she's like, I can't. So they were going to pack up our cat and send us home. And she told us that he wouldn't make it till morning. So he's going to make me cry. I knew I couldn't talk about this, but so she had to rework the numbers for him not to stay and have the proper care. So for him to stay less time. So she did that, and still the 75% was more than I was telling her that I could do. So at like 1:00 in the morning, we're having to like, okay, we could put it on this card. Could you take 2 cards? I can only put, you know, that's how I have to do this. And they were like, yeah. So we paid that. We got home real late, went to sleep. Wasn't even 7:00. They're calling again, being like, oh, since we're not keeping him, you know, he's only staying 24 hours. When you come in, you owe another $1,400.
It hadn't been like 7 hours.
No, it hadn't. So, and not to mention her second workup, her paperwork, she said, I did this for 36 hours instead of 48. And he says, don't you remember hearing that? I said, yes, because I was literally texting someone went right after she left, and I put in the text message 36 hours. So they told him this morning, if we keep him and do the surgery, it's going to cost you a lot more money. So you have to find somewhere else. So he took Bianca to school this morning, and the vet is like right down the road. And he goes over there, and he's waiting like an hour. And the vet said, well, they didn't send the paperwork like they said. We could have gotten him in, but now we can't because they didn't send the information. So he's got to come back, and he's got to call around to all these different vet offices to see who can take him right away.
Yeah, he's got to be transferred with his catheter and his IV. He's got to go right into the surgery.
Right. And it's got to be somewhere that could keep him overnight. So we had to pay that for them to see him, or they were going to send him away knowing that he wouldn't make it through to the morning. And now we got to go pay. I feel like I'm being extorted.
I do too.
So we have to go pay to pick him up. And then we had to pay the first doctor that looked at him. And now we have to go pay a third doctor. And the kicker of it is they all are like, oh, this is so common. We see this all the time. It's so easy. But no one has a freaking heart to be like,
no one.
Let me help you. Let's see what we could do. We'll take, 3 payments. Whatever. Nobody. So, we had a lot of questions, and we had a lot of emails and messages from you guys, because I posted for you guys just to send some prayers up, because we need a Hail Mary, a miracle. We need something major. And we had a couple of people suggest that we try GoFundMe. And I told them, I said, I feel terrible asking people for anything. First Grandma Patty, but I feel terrible asking for help.
Yeah, but there are people who would be mad if you didn't try to let them help. We got the most helpful people.
I know.
We do. And with the people suggesting it, it wouldn't hurt to try it.
So right now, that's what we're working on. We're working on trying to get him transferred.
I'm trying to find somewhere that'll take him.
Yeah.
That's hard.
And take him, and not they told him if he stays and has the surgery, it's going to be $6,000.
I can't do that.
So $6,000 more, or you put your cat to sleep. That's our choices.
Yeah, I love my cat too much. I got to find a way.
So, and I told you, it's the kicker. It's not like he, has animal cancer, or he's been suffering his whole life, or,
he's still got a long way to go.
And they won't do it because we don't have deep pockets.
And close your ears, LC. He's your favorite kitty. He loves you to death.
That's my friend.
He chose you over all of us in here. I mean, he still loves us, but you're his favorite. So,
anyways, I was saying this because I am getting a lot of messages, and I wanted to be able to address it in one place. But I will leave a link down below, and there is a link in the description for the GoFundMe page. And I said this before, and I'll say it again. Could you imagine if you had 5,000 people or 10,000 people just help with $1? You wouldn't even miss the $1.
Nope.
So, anyways, that is our Squeakers update.
Yeah, there'll be more updates to come, because we're still waiting on phone calls, and hopefully somebody can get them in tomorrow morning, and they can get them straightened out. I'm fighting for my little guy. I'm not going down without a fight.
Look at this guy over here sleeping.
I don't know if he's missing his buddy.
I think he's liking having free reign of the couch.
True.
All right, guys. So that's it for our Squeakers update for now. I'm gonna make some lunch. Aaron left with his mom and they're going to, let me turn the camera around. They're going to pick up squeakers because we probably called, I don't know, 5 or 6 places, and the most popular thing that we heard was, we don't have a surgeon. We can't do it right now. I mean, some places were just too much money, but that was basically what we heard. So, we kept calling recommendations and, sorry, I had to move that. We kept calling recommended vet offices. And this very last one was like, oh no, we could take them. We could take them now. And, so they had to leave quickly because, the Squeakers is over an hour away. He's like an hour and a half away. And then it's another hour and whatever to get him to the other hospital or the other place, because the first one's just so much money. And they're like, if you don't pay, then you have to take your cat. So that's where they're going. I had to stay because I have to, we only have one car. And I have to like walk up to the school and get the kiddos. But I'm gonna make myself some lunch, and it's kind of chilly in here. I'm thinking about turning the heat on for a little bit. I know you guys are gonna laugh. Let me see what temperature it is outside. It says it's 63, but here, this is what I've got. This is what I was thinking. I took out some of my cucumbers and my eggs that we made the other day. And I have a little bit left in this container, and I bought more the other day at the store. I have some, and I had like a little bit of cheese, and I was like, gosh, I'm just so chilly. I want something warm. And I still have some potatoes from Thanksgiving, and I just cut these things off. And as long as they're not green or rotten or anything, they'll be fine. So I'm gonna make a little baked potato on the side and then have the rest of this. I just need something warm. Whew, I'm like chilled to the bone, and my blood pressure is probably in the heavens right now. I almost forgot to show you what I made. So I have my little Sprite Zero. That's from being up at 1 o'clock in the morning, taking my cat to the vet, and I was very thirsty. And then I made a potato. So I had some Gouda slices that were from the deli that are gonna expire soon. So I just kind of, because I didn't have regular shredded cheese to put on a baked potato, so I just kind of broke them up and melted them on here. There's also a sprinkle of feta and fresh parm that I had left from my Thanksgiving potatoes. And then there's a little bit of the garlic spread, the garlic cream spread, whatever. There's 1 egg there, and there is like just a piece of a cucumber, like maybe about this big, that I sliced up. I put everything but the bagel seasoning kind of on everything. And then I have some balsamic vinegar here that I like to dip the egg and the cucumbers in. So that's gonna be my lunch. I feel kind of bad because poor Aaron hasn't eaten yet, and he's got to run around town. Hopefully he gets himself a little something. But anyways, I'm gonna try to enjoy something warm. I have to tell you this while I'm eating. I'm sitting here looking around going, I haven't been completely alone by myself since we moved here. Since before we moved here. Like by myself and like for a long amount of time. So this is weird. And my little Smooshy's kitty school bus house is empty. I'll see if I can find anything else chipper to talk with you guys about to show you guys. I did get a little Temu thing that had a package that had some little gifts for Bianca in there. So maybe I'll share that with you guys. Okay, done with lunch in my craft room. I was trying to find you something a little more chipper to talk about. I was thinking, I believe Bianca told me that a couple of her friends have been watching the vlogs. So it's probably not a wise idea that I show you what I grabbed her from Temu, but I can show you what I picked up because I was placing an order over there. So let me show you. All right, a little bit of a different angle. I have you set up in my craft camera. So I picked these up. These, oh, I got you close to the camera. Sorry about that. These are supposed to go in the tops of glue bottles and such so that they don't clog. So it's like these tips, and then you can, I don't know, I guess use that. Oh, I think you gotta poke it through or something. I don't know. I have to go back and look. But it was so that the little glue bottle tips didn't clog. And I think they were like 69 cents or something. So I'll have to go back and look. Some of those listings have little videos to show you how to use them. I grabbed these. These are little Valentine's stickers, I think. Again, I think they were $1 something, but they were so cute. And you can use these as in your paper crafting as little die cuts and things like that. What I usually do is either try and cut most of this white edge off if I can. If not, I make it, I don't know, I just change it up a little bit. And I stick them to cardstock so that I can make them a little thicker. But I want to say, I don't know, I grabbed a couple packs of stickers. Some of them were like $129, $189. But I didn't really get them for like the sticker thing. You know, I got them so I could use for Valentine's, like on tags or things like that. Those are cute. And then I got, this says Christmas album. Let me turn my little light on over here. It says Christmas album, but it's just some 4x6? Yeah, 4x6 paper. And there's a bunch of different sheets. And it kind of reminded me of like Tim Holtz type stuff. So it kind of, the paper is very thin, like printer paper. And it's kind of, I don't know if it'd be, I don't know, it's got a vintage vibe to it, but it's very cool. You can use these as backgrounds for cards or tags. It has a weird smell to the paper. It smells odd, but what can you do? Then there was this one. I'm glad it kind of came in, you know, sometimes you get this stuff so close to Christmas, you have to put it away for the next year. So I'm glad they came. So some of them just look like scans or reprints of, you know, not gift cards, greeting cards. And they're different eras, different styles. Like that's kind of vintage mixed with like country. So that was cool too. Again, they're like maybe $1 and change. Oh, I got this little, they call it a foundation palette. You could use it with paint too, to mix paint. But you're supposed to like keep it on your thumb or something like that. Hold it somehow. And then you just kind of mix colors while you're holding it. This was like 59 cents. If I could remember why I got this, I would tell you. I can't remember why. And I love to do these. this current year that we're in, it was very hard to do this. But the year before, I had different savings for all kinds of different things. But I love to do these little money challenges. So this is a little book. It was like $3.89. And it has all the little envelopes in here. And so this one is $1,000 savings challenge. And these little stickers go on each page, okay? And every time you stick $40 in there, you mark it off. By the time you're done, you saved $1,000. So it makes it into a game that you can like physically see instead of it kind of like, you know, like you could see the money. This one's $300. And so each time you put one of these in, you can kind of scribble it off if you want with like a Crayola marker or a highlighter. Just kind of highlight it in because it'll wipe right off. And then you slide the money in the envelopes. And then by the time you're done, you have $300. So that's neat. And then I grabbed this. This was more like, this is kind of what I was looking for. Not necessarily stickers, but like ephemera pieces. Like how you could buy like Tim Holtz ephemera at Joann's or something. So these are paper, so they're not stickers. So these are pretty cute. These can be, look, little Valentine cards or something. Oh, that one's stuck on there. Now, I think this is a really good option, especially because, you know, you can go on Etsy, which that's fine. And you can, you know, there's small businesses over there that have these prints and stuff like that. But not everyone can afford to use their color ink all the time and print like full pages of this stuff. So this is kind of an inexpensive way to have these little bits and pieces that you want. These are so cute. They look like stamps. And not have to use your colored ink or like refill it all the time. Like Aaron's parents, they will only use black and white. If it has to be printed in color, oh well. Because I have an eco tank. My mom got it for me for Christmas one year. And I think, okay, I've been here 3 years. I would say I probably had it 4 or 5 years. And I used the ink that came with it. And I bought, well, okay, the ink that came with the tank is not much, like with the printer. And then I think my mom bought me an extra little pack of colors. And then I bought, I think, black one other time in 5 years. So it's a really great printer. So if you want to look into that, it's by Epson and it's an eco tank. So it does really well. I really liked it. That was a really good buy. So yep, there's these. Let me see if there's anything else I can show you. I did get some stamps, but some people frown on getting stamps. But here's some more little things. I got a couple. I haven't used their little nails, but they get a lot of reviews. And I normally get the, what are they called? The Sally? No. There's some kind of press-on nail. And they last quite a while. So I got 2 of these. And then, and me and Bianca had got some nails before, but they don't come with glue. So I saw that they sold, this is the kind of adhesive that's on the other nails that I buy. Like it's already on them. I think it's the same kind. And apparently, I don't know, I'd have to look at the listing again. You can take this off. You either put it on your nail or put it on this nail, one or the other. And then you like press really hard to get it to stay. But there's a bunch of them in here. I think I did order 2 packs because I think I got one for Bianca, but it's somewhere. Let's see. And I also got a couple of Christmas ones. So these are cute. Little stickers. There's so many on there that you can choose from. And these are the same kinds that, like, if you guys like to put stickers on your cups and stuff, these are, you could use these for those. They're like, oh, what is that in there? It looks like a, oh, I thought that was a tongue. Look, like a tongue and lips. I was like, what is in there? Sorry, Mrs. Claus. Oh. This is what sold me, was the gingerbread. But yeah, it's got really pretty stuff. And I like that they look like a bit watercolored. And so that, it doesn't, that's the SKU number. I don't know if that will help anybody if you like this set. It just says vintage style paper crafts. You can use these, you know, to decorate gifts and gift bags and journals, all kinds of stuff. Okay, so there's that one. This is the other one. I thought this was really pretty with the purple. I keep forgetting that I don't have to bring it so close to the camera because I zoomed you in before I turned the camera on. But look, he's in purple. Isn't that neat? A deer. Oh, I love that one. Oh, she's right there. Oh no, that's similar, but not her. I don't know if you guys have ordered from Temu before, and I'd love to give you a link, but this isn't a sponsored video. I don't think that I did, on my other channel I had a sponsored video, but those, I don't think that those coupon codes would work anymore. And then this one's really pretty too. This one has that red truck. Oh, some more in there. There's some windows. A little ornament thing. A little puppy dog. Santa's... Oh, wait. No, that's the Simpsons cat. No, was it the cat or the dog? It was the dog. Santa's little helper from The Simpsons. Let me know in the description if you guys watch The Simpsons. Not the description, the comments. I love that show. I like that lantern. And then it got really quiet. My air conditioning or my heater shut off. Look at that. That's beautiful. I love how they look. Oh, that one's a little more like 50s vintage. A little toy store window. So yeah, I have, like I said, I have a bunch more like stamps and that kind of stuff. I'll probably save that for chapter 2's crafty chat to show them a haul from there. Yeah, so okay, I'm gonna take this camera down and I'll flip it around and I'll talk to you a little more. Whew, it's so chilly out there. So, well, I thank you guys for watching today's video. I was contemplating if there was going to be one today because of all of the stuff that we're going through with our family pet. So I was trying really hard to be able to get you some kind of content because a lot of you guys have been saying, oh my gosh, I look forward to this. I just love these. Thank you so much. Look, Butter's sleeping right there. It's a part of your day and you can't wait to get home to watch another one. So I was like, I can't let them down. And then talking with you guys today has made me feel a little bit better. But prayers for Squeakers, please. We'll definitely keep you guys posted. Don't forget that there's a link down in the description to his little GoFundMe. We're doing what we can with what we have. But damn it if it doesn't take an entire village to take care of your loved ones. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this Vlogmas video. Leave your thumbs up and I'll talk to you in another one. Bye.